Big thanks goes out to all the musicians that played here today. The Nobles, of course, the Jeanette Band as well, the Jimmy Blues Band, the Roommates, and of course, Nick Ferraro and the All-Stars. Give them all a big, big round of applause, guys. And a big thank you out to, of course, Allie for putting this all together. Give her one more big round of applause. Something special here, guys, for you. Anybody that's sitting in a seat right now, we have 5 gift cards to give away. So underneath, I wish I could tell you where I remember where I put them, but that was 11:30 and I don't remember where I put them. But they're underneath your seat. So flip open up your seat and see if you have Pete's business card will be underneath your seat if you are a winner of one of these gift cards. You might have to search. I hid them pretty good. Even you folks in the back there, check your seats. Check your seats. There's one of them somewhere there.
Bring Pete's gift card or business card up here if you're a winner. Chase has the gift cards for you. So underneath some seats out here, there are some duct taped business cards that are Pete's business cards. So if you have a business card underneath your seat, you have won a gift card. Please bring it up front.
Anybody? Anybody got a business card? It might blend in with the underneath the seat, so you just got to check it a couple times.
Get
Nothing
your
under
phone
there?
flashlights out, look around. It's like an Easter egg hunt. Who has won the gift cards?
Anybody, flip those seats over. Let's see if you got a business card. You'll win a gift card.
Oh, you have one.
How about
back
everybody
there?
back here?
All
You
right,
check your
whoever's
seats?
back there, bring it on up. Bring it
No
on
business
up.
card there.
Bring it on up.
There's one. You got a business card?
It is an original Pete Silla business card. Please check under your seats. If you have it, you won a lovely gift card to either Amazon, Jersey Mike's.
Anybody else? Who's got a business card? Anybody? You got one.
How many are left, Chase?
Anybody else?
I don't
Somebody
wanna-
here at the bar has got a business card. I know that. There's got to be 2 of them there.
All right, if you find one, bring it up and we'll get you your gift card.
He's got one back here.
Right there in the black hat.
Okay. Thank you. How you doing? Good. Would you like the Valley Tavern, Amazon, or Jersey Mike's?
What is this right here?
Valley Tavern.
Oh, okay, I'll take that.
Still missing 2. We're looking for 2 business cards.
2 more business cards. 2 more business cards. Who are our lucky winners?
I must have hid them pretty good.
Chase, you hid them too good.
You told me to hide.
All righty, well, there's 2 more out there, so whoever brings them up to us wins those gift cards.
You okay?
All right.
I'll give them back to you. Now you. All right, we've had a lot of people obviously give some words about Pete. If there's anybody else that would love to come forward that had your interaction with Pete and just speak about Pete's memory and the legacy that he has had here on a lot of people here, not only here today, but also musicians. Anybody would like to come up and say a couple words about Pete, come on up. Anybody?
Amy, you want to? All right, guys, after Amy gets a chance to speak, if anybody would like to take a couple minutes to say something about their relationship with Pete, a story about Pete, we're just going to take maybe like 20 minutes or so to do that if we have that many people. So come on up and share a little story.
So Pete was just very welcoming to me. I walked into a place and didn't know anybody. I looked around, and he did a little gentle wave and said, if you need a place to sit, you can sit right here. And I sat down and I told him that I also played saxophone when I was in 3rd grade. But we still had that common bond, and I told him how cool it was to be able to connect through music, and that I always felt like he was saying something with his notes. So miss him and appreciated him so many nights.
Appreciate the words. Okay. Anybody else that would like to come up and speak about Pete? Anybody else?
Hey, Pete told me one time when he played football, his brother confirmed this. The guy that lined up across the line from him was Jack Tatum. If you don't know who Jack Tatum is, just look up the most feared tacklers in the NFL, and Jack Tatum is right there in the top 10. That's who he played across from. So Pete was pretty tough.
Get away from that. Yes.
All right. Anybody else?
What a celebration, huh? Man, Pete would be so incredibly proud of this. Maybe. Oh, he's kind of, maybe he's shy about it. Who knows? But he deserves every bit of this, man. And we had a great time, you know, putting it on for him. Pete used to go along to me with rehearsal. And I knew Pete as a kind of a quiet guy most of the time in the band and everything else. But we went to rehearsal. I couldn't shut him up, man. He just on and on. And I talk fast and talk a lot, but he beat me big time. But I'm so happy to know and hear from the stories when he was able to go to Italy. You know, that was in his heart. And it was just amazing, the stories he had to play with other musicians over there. Incredible. So I was very proud to hear that. But Pete will always remember you, man. You know, you're one of a kind. And anybody that ever met you in their life, if they didn't like you, they don't deserve you. It's that simple, man. So thank you all for this, man. We had a great time with it. Absolutely.
Thanks for those words. Very amazing. Very amazing. Anybody else? Anybody else? Corey?
Hello. I'm Corey, and I've known Pete for about a few years, but I went through a stretch of time when I didn't know where my next food or meal would come from, and Pete very kindly, he volunteers at a food bank and gave me several receipts to go get some food and got me through some really tough times. And he also was a lovely saxophone player playing to my music, some of which I'll share later tonight during the open jam. But Pete was a wonderful man, a musician's musician, and greatly missed. He will be greatly missed. Also, I wouldn't say I am running a podcast downstairs, so for Pete, so if you would like to say something that is, less scary than getting up on a stage, but you would like to say something a little bit more drawn out, a little bit more sentimental, come downstairs and you can share it there too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Corey. Yeah, go see Corey. If you have some words you want to put on the podcast, that'd be fantastic. He does an awesome job with his podcast as well. Anybody else want to say a couple words about Pete? Mr. Clifton Bryan.
Sure, why not? What's going on, everybody out here? Burning Bridge, come on, let me hear you for Pete. Come on, where we at? Fantastic. I met Pete right here in this very bar the very first time at an open mic. Didn't get to play with him that time, but we got to play a whole lot after that. And I would always ask him, my favorite question for Pete was, which sax did you bring? Did you bring the soprano sax or the tenor sax? So we knew what songs we could pick to play with the guy. Just a fantastic person. And if you've got a drink in your hand or a drink on the table, let's raise them right now. Let's give a big old cheers to Mr. Pete Scalia, y'all. We love you, buddy. God bless you. Rest in peace. We know you're up there. He's going to want every one of y'all to go on with your lives and have a great time playing music and hit that stage like it's the first time every time, because that's what he did, man. So here's to you, Pete. We love you, buddy.
Thank you, Clifton. Thank you. Yeah, another cool story, too, when we did the interview with the roommates over on YouTube, and I hinted at for Pete as far as how many bands he plays in. He had mentioned that he played for well over 30 bands last year alone. 10 of those bands were actually nominated for a CPMA award this past year as well. So just pretty cool stuff. He had a deep passion for music and just passing that along, and whoever came in his way to play alongside of him. Anybody else want to say some words about Pete? Justin?
This one's on a little lighter note, but one thing about Pete is, you guys know this, he was always in a good mood. He was never dragging his feet down in the dumps. He was just like, what are we doing next? And something goes wrong, you know, he's right on it. So one time I was watching a gig with Pete, and Pete was sitting at a picnic table with me, and all of a sudden, a giant bird takes a dump right on my head. And I'm not talking about a little bird, I'm talking about a pterodactyl. It must have been a blue heron, if you know what that was. Just let it loose all over me, splattered everywhere, bouncing off the table. And I got to be there at this gig. I was watching Allie play for like another 3 hours, and I'm like, this sucks. I hate getting stuff on my clothes. And I'm like all distraught, and Pete's like, no. He's like, that's good luck. And I was like, ha, 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 that's funny. And he was like dead serious. He goes, no, seriously, that's good luck. And I was like, shit, that's good luck. Okay, cool. So, little funny story.
So you didn't wash it off? You just kept it on? Hey, I was waiting for the rest of that story there. You and my wife should get together, though. She had the same incident in Atlantic City when we came out of a casino. Pterodactyl as well. Anybody else want to say some words in your memories of Pete? Anybody else? Okay, if nobody else, Allie's going to come up and say a couple of words here.
All right, guys, before we jump into open mic, first of all, we wouldn't all be here if it wasn't for Pete, obviously. So if it wasn't for the love that he spread to every single person that's in this building, we wouldn't have all made the time to be here today. So I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here today and making this event possible. Working with all of these very talented musicians was very easy. So if anybody is booking, make sure you reach out to these guys. They are very workable. So if you guys could just, you know, when you leave here, I know I mentioned it earlier, just make sure that when you move on with the rest of your life from this day, just remember all of the kindness that Pete really did share with all of us, and how every single person, that's where it always comes back to. Jokingly, his wife said, you know, out of all of you guys that I'm meeting, none of you have anything bad to say about Pete. And she was like, I wish somebody would just be like, your husband was a jerk. And, you know, none of us knew him to be that guy. So just very thankful that he was a part of all of our lives. And thank all of you for coming out and making this event possible. It obviously shows how loved Pete was. So thank you guys for making today such an awesome day. We are going to jump into open mic. Pretty much all of us met Pete in some kind of happenstance way, where he moseyed on in and asked if he could play some tunes with us. So in Pete fashion, we have a sign up over here, and we would like for you guys to come up in groups, meet another musician, introduce yourselves, find somebody that you might, you know, invite to a gig later in the future, make some friends, and come on stage and share some music with us. Respectfully, please keep your open mic sets to 2 to 3 songs. There are plenty of us here that would like to get on stage, so we would like to keep things moving. So get your groups together and come on up. I'm going to let Chase take the mic one more time, and we're going to get started with open mic.
Thank you, Allie. Give Allie another round of applause for putting this all together. What an afternoon of not only music, but memories about Pete. Just a special, special afternoon here at Burning Bridge. Big thanks to Burning Bridge for hosting this event as well. Give them a round of applause, too. Keep in mind the 50-50 raffle still going on up here at the table, right? Right where that sign's at. So come on over. All the money is going to a nonprofit organization that... And the 50-50 raffle will be announced at 5 o'clock as well. So come on over. Music for Everyone. It's a nonprofit organization right here in Lancaster that does all kinds of things for music education, as far as instruments are concerned, and a lot of other things. Are starting up their music in the park again on May 15th, so keep that in mind. But all the money will go directly to that nonprofit organization. So big thanks out to them as well. So if anybody wants to come up here, and we'll get on with the jam session here this afternoon.